They looked at his torn clothes and saw street trash. But when his name was called on that global stage, the world saw greatness. What would you do if the same people who doubted your worth had to watch you change the world? Before we start, make sure to subscribe to Skin Deep Stories, where we share emotional, powerful stories that remind us no one is defined by where they come from. Now, listen closely, because this story will stay with you long after it ends. His name was Elijah Brooks. He grew up in a broken neighborhood, cracked sidewalks, flickering streetlights, and people who'd already given up. Every day, Elijah walked past the same corner store where older kids called him names. Yo, street trash, go shine some shoes or something. He never fought back. He just looked down, tightened his backpack strap, and kept walking to the small public library 2 blocks away. That library became his world. Old computers, torn books, and a kind librarian named Mrs. Wells who let him stay after hours. She once told him, "The streets may look dirty, Elijah, but your mind doesn't have to be." From that day, he started teaching himself coding, design, and robotics. He'd pick up scrap wires from junkyards and build little machines from nothing. When he turned 16, he entered a small city science fair and lost. The judges said his project was too rough. But he didn't stop. He worked harder, slept less, learned more. By 18, he built a device that could purify water using solar power entirely from recycled materials. He entered again, this time, not in a city fair, but the Global Youth Innovation Summit. And when the announcer said, "Winner of the Global Innovation Award, Elijah Brooks, from Southside," the same boys who once called him street trash were watching on TV, mouths open. Elijah walked onto the stage in his thrift store suit, tears in his eyes. He looked at the crowd and said, "I didn't come from the best streets, but that's where I learned to build from nothing." The next morning, every newspaper headline read, "From street trash to global treasure." They called him trash, but he built something the world couldn't throw away. What would you have done if the world called you worthless? Would you have given up or kept building anyway? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Skin Deep Stories for more powerful emotional tales that prove sometimes the streets don't raise failure, they raise fighters.